Hi guys, I haven't done one of these for a while, so I thought what better person to start with than Maria Trolle. So this is part of my kind of illustrator spotlight series where we take an illustrator and all the works that they've done and I flip through the books that I have for them. So for Maria Trolle, as far as I'm aware, she has 6 colouring books she's created and I have all 6 here to show you. She has different editions of these books, a couple of special editions I think that have maybe extra pages, different paper editions, and of course she does release them in different countries in different languages, so I cannot speak to the differences between the different versions, but the ones that I have here to flip through for you. I have these in no particular order. I'm starting with Luna because this is actually the one that had requests to flip through lately, so I thought I'll start with that one and I'll just work through the books that I have. I just felt like she's a lovely author. You don't really see her work pop up all that much, so I thought it would be nice to share them. So we of course have the latest release by Maria Trolle last year, and that is the lovely Luna. I of course got the non-English version because I couldn't wait and had to get my fingers on it immediately. So these are all hardback books on the beautiful paper that she brings her books out on. I think we're going to have to move my backdrop a little bit so that we can actually get the entire book onto these. I haven't done many pages, but I have actually done this one. So this is Polychromos, works lovely on this paper. And let our flip through begin. This of course is the Luna colouring book, so you will see her pop up on the pages all over the place. I was having a little skin play there, and until I finish the page it looks very odd. Love these little ghosts that pop up. Unless that's Luna. I assumed Luna was the girl, but I suppose you never do know. Love the flowers. As always, I think, I'm just going to check before I say that out loud. She usually tells you which Flora is on which page, so you can actually go and look these things up and be able to get yourself some colour references. I always think to do that and then forget when I'm colouring. I love the amount of borders that she has added in this book. Love me a good bordered page. And all of her pages do seem to pair very nicely. Got a lot less black backgrounds in this one, but the couple that are there are as lovely as always. I'm not sure who the pair would be. And she pops up again alone. I'm a big fan of this one. It never seems it by the amount that I actually colour in stuff, but it's because I'm one person. I haven't been colouring that long, to be honest, and I've bought too many books. There's another. Oh, that's 3 double page spreads we've seen so far in the black, actually. So it's got this lovely thick paper. It's kind of an ivory colour. Sorry, we'll remove this. This is the one I'm currently working on. This is in these Brute squares, which also work really lovely on this paper. I'm in the middle of creating myself a book of kind of pencil to paper. Which of my pencils works best in which of my papers. Another set of black backgrounds. So I take it all back. There's loads of black backgrounds in here. Ignore me. I'm making stuff up. Love colouring mushrooms for some reason. Yeah, we're there again. Yep, another set. There he is again. You of course know why people keep their hands in your way when you're trying to see a flip through by now, guys. It's more to do with preserving the integrity of these authors' books. I need to put that back together. So that then takes us to, in my pile, Botanica. This is actually the special edition, and I believe that means this is the version that has a few extra pages in it. So if you buy her normal Botanicum, it may have a few less. It won't be many, but your version may be slightly different to mine, just to be aware of. And so, like I said, no particular order with these. I have a few. I have an Albrecht Dürer work in progress. Those are the Faber-Castell watercolours. They also work beautifully on this paper. I can just get a move on and get them finished. Again, these lovely bordered pages. Not as many in this one. I love her bumblebees. You will, of course it is a hardback, you'll have to crack your spine, but you will notice they do lay pretty flat, and they are sewn bindings. One of her lovely black backdrops. It's criminal that I haven't worked in this book more. As always, her pages are in the back, telling you what flowers you have. It makes you think of a secret garden. Pages like that. Sorry for the noise. Bit of unintentional ASMR going on here. Just to separate these pages. I love how pretty her borders are. Really do get a what is this? Love it, but very odd. You really do get a variety of all sorts with, how cute is that, with her books. Lovely. And I like how her pages tend to, even though they're not double page spreads, they tend to go together. Have that kind of matched look, so everything doesn't look quite odd next to each other. They're always themed somewhat. This guy, lovely. Stunning. You know you love a book when it always makes you want to get your pencils out, or whatever media you prefer to work with, but I just see all these pages I want to colour. Is that a bee? That is too cute. My other work in progress, not good. This is Inktense, which also works quite beautifully on this page. Ignore this version. I was literally using them for like the first time and trying to learn how much to put on the page, and it needs to be a bit of a thicker layer, to be honest. I will eventually go back to it. For the beautiful editions, they are actually not very expensive on Amazon. So yeah, of course, and then you get all the... Right, this is what I was wondering. You do actually have a plant register and an insect register. That is brilliant. So you actually... she even puts other animals featured, so you know that there's a red fox, a bat and a pigeon. That is brilliant. Brilliant. So you actually know... obviously she puts the scientific name down so that you can Google that. That is Botanicum. What was I saying? We have Nightfall. What was I saying? Yes, you can buy these really very inexpensively from Amazon. Hence why I grabbed quite quickly the collection to have them, because they're just beautiful and well worth. I think they ranged between £8 to £14 for all the versions that I found. I think my Luna I got from Book Depository simply because it wasn't out on Amazon at the time, but of course it is now. I think it's awesome that you can get books like this from Amazon, because of course it keeps them at a very reasonable price, and they're available quite readily to most places. I'm not going to say all, because I know some places they're not, but let's be honest, any one of these books would keep you going for months, if not years, really. And there was 6 of them to choose from. Love these. Some pastel or some pale bright colours on those, and they're going to jump right out at you. Again, you know, once you pop that spine open, it will sit better for you. Oh, it's making me want to colour, guys. And I always want to colour, so... What are these? Well, beauty of that, I can have a look in the back corner and it will tell me. In fact, I can think of only one person with... Oh no, that makes it 2. I know for a fact we have our butterfly hater. Won't be keen on some of these pages, and having seen the birds, that would add Danny Buttons into that. It's only a couple of pages though, so you're alright. And then we have our plant register. Is it just... Yeah, just plants in the back of this one. That is that one. We then have Flora. Someone asked me about these once, a viewer, you know who you are, if you're watching, and they are my... when I get a new book, I like to pop into the front a little sleeve of paper that says when I got my book, And then whenever I finish pages, I have them numbered on my piece of paper, and I put the date on there, because I know a lot of people, they'll stamp or they'll sign and date their pages, and I'm a bit precious about it. I want to know when I did them, just in case, but I don't want to write it on my pages, so that was the closest compromise I could find. I have my little sheet in the front, shows me how long I've had it, so that I can shame myself into colouring a page, and then when I do my pages I put my dates on. I probably should have left space to put what pencils I used, really. That would have been nice, because you do forget over time, to be honest. But some of these books have so many pages on, there just wasn't room. In fact, I need to create a colour key, don't I, for my pencils. I have to do that. So I do think it is nice, more so when you have a channel, to be able to look up what pencils you used, because people do ask questions about things, and when you make these videos, you're always trying to make sure that you have these kind of bits of information to hand, so that you can actually, it looks like a squashed bee, I love it, so you can actually answer these questions for people. I like this one. I dread the idea of painting that many sunflowers, but I do actually. Could be quite relaxing, really, couldn't it, in some ways? Every time I see loads of fruit on a page now, there's a viewer was having a laugh on one of my videos about what was she colouring? It was, either it was some sort of repetitive berry. And I think she'd done about 50 by then, and it had just completely destroyed her mind, to be honest, for a while. And now whenever I see that many on a page, you just think, oh, feel for you. I'm not colouring that yet. Should probably have to go back and do it in bits. Right, we have our plant register for this one. It may just be, nope, and then bird, insects and amphibians register as well, and then other animals, so you can look those up in the back. That is Flora. 2 left, guys. Are you still with me? Twilight Garden. Her book belong 2 pages are always beautiful as well. And she always puts, this is always lovely. So nice. In fact, it actually says Twilight Garden is also available as an artist edition and postcards. So I think some of her books you can buy postcard format for. That's quite cute. Smaller, so they take less time as well. Let's be honest with ourselves, we all have too little time and an awful lot to colour. Love these. Love her deers and her bunnies and things. Strange. Oh, and now her hedgehogs. Are those hedgehogs actually winking at you? I think so. So, with another book and a half to go, has it sunk in just how long you will be colouring for? Need to get some of these pages done. If people fancy somebody's, let me know. might make me sort myself out. Oh, even a mandala for you there. It's the first time I've seen her do that. Not always the most fun when they do this, you know, right into the middle, but it does lie quite flat, you can see there, so you're going to get very close. It doesn't actually bother me, to be honest. I just leave the little white line and I leave it be and accept the fact that, you know, it's a book, it's 2 pages, you can see that. It doesn't really ruin the effect when you're flipping through, and there's just this clear little bit of spine. It's just not the end of the world for me. But I know it does bother some people when they go right into the core of the book like that. But yeah, there you have it. It does lie quite flat, so you're all going to get very close. So your white line won't be too thick, to be honest. And there's no faces in there, at least, because that's when it becomes hard work, isn't it? Mainly. Yeah, tends to just be the Flora in there. A couple of the mandalas in here. I like it. Different. Wallpaper page for you. She's added you a bit of everything. Little randoms page. Oh, I love this. Not sure what the cat's all about, but these blossoms are actually rather relaxing to colour, to be honest. You can see her earlier work, there's a lot less frames, much more kind of all over pictures in these older books. And this book does not have her list in the back. So Twilight Garden does not include the flowers list. Right, the last one I have in her collection is a Droom Reis. I don't know what that is in English, sorry guys. Oh, yes I do, because I wrote it down. Yay for organised me, see? Useful things. Dream trip, it apparently means. There you go. Planned ahead without realising it. Sorry guys, just checking. And off we go. This is actually, the paper feels thicker in this one. And it's a little bit whiter. And you will notice that this book, for those marker lovers among you, is single-sided, and that is the big difference to her other books. This single-sided, really rather thick paper that she has. Oh, apart from this bit. That's actually quite odd. Obviously, whatever the original illustration was did not fit. Okay, see? These books make a liar out of me. We're single-sided except for the pages that aren't. So, marker lovers, do check the back, because I can't be trusted. Some of them aren't. But for the most part, you'll be safe. Just a couple of bits, it seems. My fingers are going numb from all the page flipping, to be honest. What is the crab doing there? Oh, this is beach. That's actually very interesting. I like that. So is she in the water? or is that a swamp? Could be, couldn't it? Clever. It's for you to decide, I guess. She's added some black pages in, don't worry. I'll be honest, this isn't my favourite, but I know that there are, you know, there are still pages in here that are lovely and that I do get the urge to colour, but it's not my favourite out of her books, but I do know it is a popular one. So, of course, it's not an English edition, so you'll have to look things up. BV2, is that? And again, you don't have the list in the back for that one. So, I hope you found this useful, guys. That is Maria Trolle's Droom Reis, Twilight Garden, Flora, Nightfall, Botanicum, and Luna. As always, if you enjoyed the video, please give it a thumbs up. Helps me plan my future content. If you like the channel, do subscribe. And thank you so much for watching, guys. I appreciate you all for sticking with me through these videos, even when sometimes some of you guys watch them just for me, even when you're not all that bothered, and I do really appreciate that as well. I will see you in the next video.